Now, we don't own an RV, a motorhome, and we don't really have like a super small place, but I have 4 induction burners that we've been using, and I want to tell you which of them I think is the best and what you should know. So in full disclosure, the Changbert was actually sent to us a while ago so that we could test it out and do a review. I have since been using these for over a year now. This is a Dux top, which we've been using for years, and as well as this Tatung one as well. I'm not even sure if these are still in the market. I think they are. So this Changbert, and it's not change, it's Chang, at least it's without an E on the end. So this is the first one we got. Now this one, in terms of burner size, and this was really key for a lot of things to know, this is about 8.5 inches from side to side. So the bottom of your pot can be up to 8.5 inches. This one actually goes up to 9 inches, which is really nice because I can fit larger pots on there. This is the Professional Chef Edition. There's also some additional features, but I'll get into that. This one is the Dux top, and this is only 8 inches. And this one by Tatung is 7.25 inches in width. So a lot of variance on size. At first glance, they look the same, but they're actually not. All right, let's talk about some of the features. These two are my favorite. I like the design. I like the fact that it's stainless steel here and not plastic. Out of these two, this one's called the Professional Chef Edition, not just because of the size, but what it has is a quick tap button that will just, in order for it to work, you have to have a pan on it that is induction ready. So to show you, just one tap and it goes to the boil setting. That doesn't mean that it boils any faster. It just keeps you from having to do the typical turn it on and then hit it. You wouldn't think this is a big deal, but it actually really does help, especially when you're in a hurry. You can also have the keep warm button, which again is just one tap and it takes it to 140. I use this all the time when I am cooking something and it's done early and I just want it to sit. I don't want it to get cold, but I don't want it to keep cooking. This setting I use way more than I ever thought. And then of course here you have your heat and temp if you just want to deal with heat settings, or if you want to just work with, like if you're going to fry some steak, then you can make sure to have it at the highest setting, which for this is 460 degrees Fahrenheit. And of course you have a timer, which all of them do. Now this Changbert is also really nice, and again starts at 800 and you can go up and down, but it doesn't have the quick tap button for the boil, although you can still bring it up to the same setting. You can also bring it down to the 140 degrees, but it's missing that keep warm. So here you go temp, and you can bring it down to 120. Now this is the Dux top, and this is also really nice. Now this kind of works a little different. This works in numbers of 5. So if you want to have the heat, the temperature, it goes up to 460. And only goes down to 140, not 120 like the Changebert. It has your timer and has your heating setting, which is adjusted just by a simple scale of 1 to 10. And that's it. And you can hear the fan is running high, so that's why we got another one. It still works, but the fan has started running high. You can also see here that the top part, over time, just from being used, it kind of started to crack along the buttons, and we had to put some tape over it. I think at one point we did call, they sent us a replacement sticker, and this does come off a little bit, so, but it still ended up cracking over time, but we do used it a lot. We have used it a lot. Okay, and then this one, the Tatung, is probably our first one we ever bought. It's very simple. You have your heating element and you have low to high. No numbers, no nothing. You just kind of learn where in the middle that is. You have your timer. And what you don't have on this one is the ability to control it by an actual temperature of Fahrenheit. This one is also 1500 watts, while the Changbert was 1800 watts. as well as the Dux top was 1800 watts. It says it on the other side. Overall, I love using these induction burners, but my two favorites are the Changbert, and I think of those, the Chef is really great. It is a little bit larger, so if you need something just for very minimal use, you probably don't need to go this advanced. You could go with the smallest version if you need it for super simple, like camping or something like that. Otherwise, any of these are good. They've served us well, but I have to say Changbert is definitely, it's got to be my favorite brand so far. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and all the links are below so you can check them out. And Changbert does have other models available that I don't have. So I hope you found this helpful and useful. Thanks so much for watching.